The official car of Ferrari's 70th year is the LaFerrari Aperta, an open-top hypercar with a single purpose: to remind the world that nobody does automotive hedonism better than Enzo's squad.
Car Magazine was granted the only officially sanctioned factory test drive for our Ferrari 70th anniversary special issue in January 2018.
Read on for our full LaFerrari Aperta review and enjoy the brilliant photography by Stefan Jan.
Another espresso, another presentation slide. Welcome to Ferrari's briefing for LaFerrari first-timers.
There are many slides because the LaFerrari is not a simple car.
There's a substantial chapter on the hybrid powertrain alone.
It's captivating stuff, and intuitively Ferrari knows that you want absolutely everything, and in forensic detail, the LaFerrari is that kind of a car.
As the hands of the clock on the wall spin in double time, I realize that I am getting absolutely everything, and in forensic detail.
Exactly when and to what extent the ECU preloads the V12, holding it taut like a sprinter's calves to both recharge the battery and to have it ready the very moment you are. I learned just how much stiffer the carbon monocoque is than the Enzo's and the pretty niche pub quiz nugget that around the Fiorano test track dropping a car's center of gravity 30 mm is worth 0.3 seconds, the same as a 38 bhp power increase.
Matteo Lanzavecchia is the Ferrari engineer tasked with bringing brains less dexterous than his own up to speed.
He delights in every detail of the LaFerrari's uncompromised engineering, and he knows the car and his presentation inside out. But he faces two challenges.
The first is that the car waiting for me outside is a LaFerrari Aperta, which his presentation doesn't cover.
It hasn't had to. There were never any plans to let journalists drive the limited edition Aperta.
I will be the first. There are no slides for it, so he must talk me through how Ferrari re-engineered their hypercar to run without roof.
In short, repositioned radiators, and new aero package rerouting the airstream from over the cockpit to under and around it.
Powertrain management systems upgraded with lessons learned from the coupe and a re-engineered carbon tub just as resistant to twist despite the absent roof.
And there's another problem.
Again, the car waiting for me outside is a LaFerrari Aperta. It is the embodiment of all that the world's most celebrated car maker has learned about performance engineering since 1947. Dedicate decades of effort and expenditure to the art and science of creating extraordinarily fast and beautiful cars, their every concept, curve and cam profile proven and gilded with glory in motorsport's most fiery crucibles, and you end up here.
With a car so exciting, even Ferrari's professionally dressed security guards are giggling like school children.
Fascinated as I am by Lanzavecchia's slides, I'm guilty of a wandering mind. What's more, luck has piled itself upon luck to a quite improbable degree.
The first days of November are doing a fine impression of mid-July.
Across the road, the Scuderia's glittering Formula One headquarters are bathed in warm morning sunlight, a benign mist sits on the hills beyond and the sky is alight with an unbroken, luminescent blue.
Matteo, my man, could we wrap this up?
At this point you expect to surrender all meaningful control as nerves overrun your motor system, your cool obliterated by the Aperta's intimidating numbers.
But the truth is that as you wriggle down into the seat, secure the 4-point harness, one central buckle, drawing together waist and shoulder straps complete with cute Ferrari badges, and bring the steering wheel out to your chest, the complete opposite happens.
So brilliantly resolved is the Aperta's driving position and so familiar its controls to anyone who's driven a 488 that your palms dry out, your heart rate drops to merely aroused and those waves of panic settle to a becalmed sea of quiet confidence.
This, you realize with a smile, is going to be okay.
The seat, little more than a series of pads set into anatomically sculpted reliefs in the carbon tub, to lower the roofline and the car's center of gravity, is an ergonomic triumph.
The odd, vaguely square wheel can be pulled just as close as you want and, in a Schumacher style, it is upon it all that you need, notably the indicators, the Manettino drive mode control and the button for bumpy road mode, to cut the damper some slack on Emilia-Romagna's subsidence-ravaged roads.
As per the 488, reverse and the button to go between manual and automatic shifting sit on a curious blade of carbon fiber between the seats.
Really expensive-looking air vents like little metal Death Stars swivel in their sockets with just the right amount of friction, enough to hold their position when you're giving it death around Fiorano but never stiff.
This lot, you're tempted to conclude from the vents and driving position alone, are good.
Ferrari has, by deploying all that it's learned about the man-slash-machine interface, given you a place to stand.
Now, move the earth.